If you would get an email or a phone call from God throughout this conflict between Israel and the Hamas, and God would tell you, do you want me to explain to you? I've seen that you have questions of emunah that you don't understand. I could clarify everything and explain to you everything. Do you take the phone? Does he get your attention? Listen to me. If God gives you that call, number one, it's a spam, because God will not call you. Number two, let's say he did call you, slam the phone down and tell God the following. God, I don't want to know. God, I cannot know. You run the world. My job is not where you are. My job is to do my job as a human being, is to have compassion, to understand that my job is to help other people. If I get to understand why you do certain things, why you let certain things happen, then my job as a human being, full of love and compassion, is expired. I don't want to know. You're God, you do your job. I'm a human being, I do my job. My job now is to continue helping people, not to understand what it is. And I trust you that you know how to do it. Because if you continue the call, that means that you don't trust. If your father comes to you and tells you, my son, let me explain to you how the investment you made with me became this and this and that. You stop him, you say, Dad, don't tell me, I trust you 100%. If you tell me, yes, please give me the breakdown. You know what that means? That the trust and the bond you have with him is gone. That's not your father. You do that with a financial advisor. You tell him, hey, what happened? We're supposed to get X amount, we got less, or we got more. Explain to me. Not with your dad, not with somebody you trust, and that's the test. So when God calls you, you tell him, God, I don't want to know. I trust you 100% that you know what you're doing. It's not my job to understand. My job is to execute, and I'm here to do whatever you say. And you know who taught us this? Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu, his whole life, was fighting against Avodah Zarah, especially the Molech. The Molech was this kind of weird Avodah Zarah where you're supposed to sacrifice your child. And then God comes after a whole lifetime where Abraham was fighting that, and he says, do this to your son, take him on the Mizbeach, sacrifice your son. If I would be Abraham, I would say, God, have you lost your mind? I'm going to look like a ridiculous person in front of the world. But Abraham did not talk. He did not ask. He didn't react. All he said is, I'm here to execute, whether I understand or not. That's called Yirat Shamayim. We have to have that feeling. Hashem, we don't understand, and we don't want to understand. Let me do my job as a human being.